Hello everybody, and welcome to the first of a few short videos I've popped together for you on the effect of caffeine on our general health and well-being. I did think about putting together one long video, but I thought that however enthusiastic I was or however exciting it was, it might be a little bit difficult to keep everyone watching for an hour and a half. So here we go. Today I'm just going to concentrate solely on caffeine and how it gives us that energetic feeling, which is by stimulating our body's innate stress response. We could also call this our survival mechanism, and it scans way back to the caveman days when we might need to suddenly run away from some kind of huge big-toothed animal that wanted to eat us. So what happens is when caffeine enters the bloodstream, it stimulates our body to produce adrenaline. We get a sudden peak in our adrenaline levels, and that means that our body pretty much sort of shuts down everything else for a little while, and we can just run like stink to get away. And that's it. If that then dies away, that's absolutely fine. We return to normal. Our breathing rate goes back down again, our pulse rate goes down, our blood pressure goes down, everything starts to happen again as normal. If the stress is a bit more prolonged, what happens is another hormone called cortisol takes over, and that has a longer term effect in the body. It continues to divert resources away from the other functions. They can happen a little bit more because obviously we need to be able to do certain things to continue to survive, but it also puts in measures to help us just keep going if the stress is going to go on for a bit longer, because we don't actually know when it will end. And what we also need to consider is that cortisol does have other effects in the body. So if we start playing around with it over a long period of time, those things will also become compromised. So one of the things, really big thing, is our sleep and wake cycle. And that's what we need to really consider about with caffeine. So cortisol should peak and then come down again so that we feel wakeful or tired at appropriate times during the day. And I know that sleep disorders are one of the things I get asked about all the time, because people wake up in the morning and they feel very lethargic. They might get a little bit of a burst of energy mid-morning post-coffee or tea, they then crash down again in the afternoon, they crave that sugary snack, that other caffeinated beverage, they crawl their way home at the end of the day, they feel absolutely awful, they have dinner with the kids, all that kind of stuff, get them all to bed, then they maybe feel a bit more awake, struggle to go to sleep, they finally fall asleep, they wake up again in the middle of the night feeling quite awake, go back to sleep, and then have to get up in the morning for work and they feel really grotty. And that is because you've played with those innate hormone levels and everything's shifted to slightly the wrong point in the day. So when we talk about caffeine, we don't want to be doing this over and over again. And that's the point just to bear in mind. Absolutely, I love coffee as much as the next person, but I know that if I'm already tired, it's not something that I should go for. Same for you. If you are already feeling quite fatigued, then that's your warning sign that things are being a little bit overstretched. Maybe your resources aren't quite there to replete those systems after you've been using them over and over again. So if you wake up in the morning, don't go for your caffeinated beverage first thing. Have a little bit of breakfast. That will spark your metabolism. That will get you burning food for fuel as opposed to pushing you into that adrenal state. Also, you want to look at your diet and make sure that you're getting in lots of foods that really support those systems. And things, minerals in particular, like magnesium, are wasted in the regeneration of that stress response. So make sure you're having a green leafy vegetables, possibly consider adding an Epsom salt bath in there. And if you're struggling with your sleep, a magnesium bath before bed, that will absolutely help you to get a lovely good night's sleep. Now, that's a very, very quick summary of what's going on within our bodies. It's a hugely complex picture and everybody will react differently. So if you have any individual questions that I haven't covered, please do email me directly and I will come back to you as soon as I can.